So you need to be experienced first, and then know quite some about something. And then the more things you know, the better, because in the end you will have to discuss if it's a partner, a co-founder, an agency, a freelancer. You always need to know something about it to understand if what they are telling you is correct, is not. Yeah, they say you have to wear many hats, and it's true. And AI can help you with that, because obviously we cannot know it all.
Sound of Startups podcast is hosted by Taj, produced by Amplitude Ventures, your partner in early stage startups.
This episode is part of a special music tech series at the Slush Accelerator Program 2025, organized and sponsored by Amplitude Ventures. Brought to you by Singa, with support from the Yamaha Music Innovation Fund.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sound of Startup podcast. Today, I have with me Luca, and he runs a company called Playlo. This Playlo was one of the first company in the fantasy app that I have seen, that I have in the music space that I really liked, and that made me quite intrigued. And then that's how I met Luca. So welcome, Luca.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for the very kind intro. I appreciate also meeting you, and it was my pleasure. And also thank you for having me.
Who you are, where you from, and what do you do?
Okay, so I'm a so-called full stack founder with a lot of experience, more than 14 years in digital marketing. And as you will probably notice by my accent, I'm Italian. But 20 years ago, I decided to move to Spain, and now I live in Barcelona.
So, how young you are right now, that way?
Well, actually, in 1 week, exactly next Friday, I will be 44.
44? Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, okay. I mean, age aside, but so when did you start at Playlo? What was it, the story?
Yeah, actually, it was very useful because the first time it was 6 years ago, and I launched with a similar concept, but then I failed because it was my first time launching a project. I was all alone, and I learned by doing, and it was very tough as well on a personal side and psychological side. And then I reached the point where I finished the money, and I also got burned on a personal level. And therefore, I decided to give up and to go back to corporate life. After 4 or 5 years of corporate life again, I was actually still thinking about this idea. I gave it a big twist. AI came out, and I learned new skills with AI, like coding. And then I thought, okay, let's try it again.
Okay, so what was Playlo before?
The gamification concept was there. So it has always been about gamifying music discovery and humanizing music creation. The business model was quite different. The gamification was too complicated before. Now it's much more straightforward. So if I can explain to the audience what it is, as I said, it's gamification. So the app collects music from over 150 music sources, and it brings together the best music across 18 music genres. These songs then enter in a competition where users anonymously rate them. If a user knows a great song, they can submit it, and they also join the game. And this way they will compete against the music collected by the app and the songs submitted by the other users. At the end of the month, if the song you submit makes it to the top 10, you can win money. So as simple as that. It's basically playing on who has the best song in the world.
Interesting. So basically, you are saying is that if you have a good taste of song, you believe that will be liked by a lot of people, you nominate the song, and if your song is among the top 2, 3, or whatever parameters, you get to be a winner. It's simple.
Exactly. So the idea is to reward the good music taste of people with money.
That's beautiful. That's a new insight. The idea is to reward a good music taste. Question: who decides what's a good music taste?
Users will decide it, but one detail which is important, and I didn't mention previously, is that to make the game more unpredictable and also more fun, because otherwise it will be just a replicate of the charts nowadays. The app is made to favor underground music. So if you submit something which is very famous, you will never win, or it's impossible to win. On the other hand, if you submit a niche song or an underground song, and I am not saying an underground music genre, it could be pop music, but an underground song, and the people like it with the rates, you have many more chances to win.
So I do not know what exactly how the algorithm is worked, but you are saying that your system is designed to promote independent underground music.
Exactly. It's one of the problems I would like to solve in the industry, because nowadays there is too much music, and for that kind of artists, it's very complicated. It will be even more complicated with AI getting into production, or AI artists, to get visibility. So yeah, one of the reasons of my app is to give them visibility, or give visibility to those who deserve more visibility.
Okay, let's switch to this part where you said was a 6-year-old idea, and then you started, and then you burned, and then you went to corporate, and the new one came back. How was that journey?
It was tough. It was tough, but in the end, I did what I wanted. And to be honest, if I can share a learning, and one of the best things in this journey is that there are learnings every day. I think sometimes it's also important to know when to stop, and that time it was the right moment to stop. But also it was the right time after 5 years to go back and to try it again, because I strongly believe in this app, in this project. And also another learning is that sometimes, time will say, and we will see where I will go with this project, but sometimes also the context being different is also very important. So maybe 6 years ago, it was not the same. The music was not things were different. The project was different. I was different as well. I feel like now it's a good moment for doing it, and also the statistics and the metrics are saying it. So it's a combination of factors. Some of them you manage, and some others don't depend on you, and it's kind of luck, even if I don't believe too much in luck.
What is the skill required to decide what is a good song? I like it, I like it, I don't like it, I don't like it. Simple.
It's just selecting a song, and then the other people will decide if it's good or not. There is no luck. It's based on taste of the other people.
Okay, taste is the gate. Taste is a keyword. Okay, I do not know
It's the skill, exactly.
Taste is, I do not know that. Yeah, you cannot say taste is a luck. Taste is a skill. You like it and you don't like it, and then you have a reason why you like it. Okay, that makes
challenge
sense.
that.
Perfect. You use 2 words during your conversation, and those are very beautiful words, and I like it. The 2 words that you used is moment and context. How are they very important in case of a startup?
They are very important for what I've seen so far, and also I didn't say it previously, but I'm talking based on my experience, and if everything goes well, it's just the beginning, so I'm not an expert, it's just my opinion. But I believe they are both quite important.
What's your thoughts about the team? How did you build up your team? How was it?
Well, me, I'm a solo founder, so I can tell you about that because I'm quite sure that it will happen more and more, especially with AI. So yeah, the app was developed by an external agency. This is true, but the project was and is managed and launched by myself. And why? Because I tried to find a co-founder, but I found it hard to find someone with the level of skills I was expecting or looking for, or the engagement I was looking for.
This is interesting. So you are the solo founders and you have learned skills on your own. What is the importance of the skill sets? Acquiring skill sets when you're a solo founder?
I think it's the basics, because first, my personal opinion is that you need some experience. I really don't understand. I admire very young entrepreneurs, because I believe that you need to learn with the money from others before you start with your money. So you need to be experienced first, and then know quite some about something. And then the more things you know, the better, because in the end you will have to discuss if it's a partner, a co-founder, an agency, a freelancer. You always need to know something about it to understand if what they are telling you is correct, is not. So the more it's, they say you have to wear many hats, and it's true. And AI can help you with that, because obviously we cannot know it all.
So, if you were to give a piece of advice to the founders who are just starting, what would you say?
So first, do something you like, because you will have to. You have to put a lot of effort. So it will be tough. It will not be nice. And therefore, you need to be very convinced as well about what you do and obsessed with what you do.
I believe that having an obsession with the situation, with the problem, with the state of mind, and with the way things are done, and you're not liking, is very important if you're trying to create a company, if you're trying to create a startup. Because you need to have unlimited energy to think about it. And lateral ways of thinking that how would you like to change it, the situation. Because if you believe in status quo, I don't think you should do startup. You need to change status quo, and that desire to change the status quo, obviously it should create a value, it should create a profitability. That requires a lot of obsession, dedication, and certainly both these things is directly related. Outcome is already that you produce something really good. If you do not do that, I don't think it is practically possible for anybody to create a startup.
I agree, but let me add one more thing, because actually it was another of the mistakes I did the first time. It has to be a healthy obsession, and you have to be experienced enough or mature enough to limit or to put you a limit, because otherwise you will burn out, as it happened to me the first time as well. So you have to be smart. And also another important tip is that think this is a marathon, so that you have to be obsessed, but it's not about arriving first. It's about doing this for many years. So you need dedication, but you have to be smart.
So you're saying startup entrepreneurship is a marathon where you have to keep on running. It's not about coming first, because it's a long journey, and if you try to do it too fast, you're going to burn fast.
Exactly. I mean, if your idea is a shit, it will not last too long. But if you have a good idea, it will be a long journey. So you should be prepared to that.
Okay, with that, I just got to realize one thing, that tomorrow is a marathon, that I need to run a literal marathon for which I've been prepared.
Oh, wow.
And with that, there is a time for me also to marathon towards other things. But thank you, Luca. It was fantastic talking to you, and really wish you best of luck for the Slush program.
Thank you so much for everything, for existing, and for giving me this opportunity, Taj. Very, very appreciated.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.